What's up, NBA fan? What's up, all sports fans? This your boy JB, host of the Behind the Bench podcast network and channel. Just want to give a shout out to the rest of the crew. I'm talking about Shad, Kelvin, and Jermaine. And for everyone who's tuning in, I hope that you support Behind the Bench, become a subscriber, and help make this show the best that it can be. Man, the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, PA. I wish I could send a memo out because they never, ever should have traded for James Harden. They never should have did it, man. Number one, not at this stage of his career. He's past his prime. And number two, he's never really excelled during postseason play. But I get it. Because the reason why they wound up trading for James Harden, in particular Daryl Morey, is because of the situation with Ben Simmons, who essentially shut down and no longer want to play for the team. If Ben Simmons would have, showed the professionalism to continue playing for the Sixers while under contract and play basically at the level that he had always been playing when Philly started to become a contender in the Eastern Conference, then they never trade for James Harden. But nonetheless, in the grand scheme of things, they shouldn't have did it because it's all chaos now. He said he was going to show up for preseason and get ready for opening night, and he hasn't shown up. And it's not cool. Because what's going to happen is Philadelphia, they have enough talent to make the playoffs. But as far as being a contender or a threat to come out of the Eastern Conference, you can forget about it. It's not going to happen. And sooner or later, Joel Embiid, the reigning MVP, who's in the absolute prime stage of his career, he's going to ask for a trade. Then where would that leave the Sixers at that point? At that point it's a wrap. Now, I like Tyrese Maxey a lot. Tyrese Maxey can play ball. But the free agents that they signed to the team this offseason, the team will not be good enough to compete for a championship, especially when James Harden is clearly telling the front office he no longer wants to be there. But the conundrum is nobody want to trade for him, though, because he's past his prime. And they would have to take on salary, and his game doesn't justify that. Now when he was in Houston, in his prime, he was getting you 30-some points a game, getting you double-figure assist or whatnot. I get it, man. I get it, but that's not the... See, as they say, what have you done for me lately? See, you can't... In sports, you can't rely on your laurels, on your past laurels. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because someone is always waiting to overtake you and to move past you in the sporting world. And Philadelphia cannot afford to continue to try to capitulate to James Harden, because whether he plays or not, I don't believe they're going to win. I don't believe they're going to win. Like I said, I wouldn't have traded for him. And a lot of teams around the league are looking at what's happening to a lot of these other franchises who have incorporated players, superstars, who is trying to exercise their version or their expression of player empowerment, or what they feel player empowerment is supposed to entail. And it's not working, man. It's not working. You're better off being a franchise where everybody identifies with their purpose on the team. The owner owns the team. The GM manages the team. The coach coaches the team. The players play for the team. And the fans support the team. When you start, trying to, cross these boundaries, man, overstep these boundaries, man, it produces chaos. It produces chaos. So when you look at a team like Denver, I don't sense no chaos. Whether they repeat as champions or not, I don't sense no chaos. Mike Malone's been the head coach there for going close to 10 years. I think he's the third longest tenured coach in the NBA behind Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs, who seems like he's been coaching that team forever. But he's been the head coach since, I believe, the 97-98 season. Tim Duncan's rookie year. And then you have Eric Spoelstra, who's been the head coach down there since about like 2008, 2009, somewhere around that time frame. But Malone has been there basically since Nikola Jokic's been drafted. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. But these teams, the Denvers, the OKCs, the Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans, Sacramento Kings got a good thing going. They got a established coach, Mike Brown, who won Coach of the Year. Utah, Will Hardy, the head coach down there. Danny Ainge is, kind of the president of the team, and they brought in some good young players, and they got tons of assets to continue to build for the future. These teams are not going to let no one superstar come in and run their show no more. They're not and disrupt what they're trying to do. It's not going to happen no more. It's not going to happen no more. The Clippers, when it comes to the Clippers, it don't come across as, Kawhi or Leonard or Paul George is running the team. Kawhi wanted the Clippers to, trade for Paul George in order for him to agree to sign there, but he's not. I don't get a sense that he's controlling the organization. It don't come across that way. You know what I'm saying? But they're playing empowerment, man. Basically, man, it's for the birds. It's for the birds. And James Harden is the latest example of why you cannot, as an organization, allow player empowerment to dictate what you do. Because more often than not, you're not going to win. And this is not a knock against James Harden, man. I actually rooted for him, man, to do well in the playoffs for Philly last year. He had a couple of good games, great games in that series versus Boston. I think he had that 40-point game in Game 1 when Embiid was out or whatnot. And he had, I think, Game 4 he played big. But outside of that, man, it's just not there. It's just not there. So, now, man, he's trying to, exercise his power, man, but it's hurting the team. It's hurting the team. And he's, 34 years old now? No, man, you can't be doing that. Then when you look at the past great players who represent that franchise, like, Dr. J. Julius Erving or whatnot, or Charles Barkley or whatnot, I know they feel a certain way too. Even Allen Iverson, AI, he never sat down on Philly. He never sat down on Philly like that. So they got to resolve this issue, man. If he's not going to show up, cut ties, man. That's all. You may take a hit, man, but I don't think nobody. The rumor is, he wants to go to the Clippers. Well, I'm the Clippers, man. You don't need him. All the Clippers need to do is just stay healthy, and then feature their big man in the offense more, and Ivica Zubac. And Russell Westbrook run the point. They don't need James Harden. So if I was James Harden, man, he should reevaluate everything, man. Look, they traded for you. You asked to be traded from Houston, then you asked to be traded to Brooklyn, then you asked to be traded from Brooklyn to Philly, man. Just play. Just play, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not really proving anything. But like I said, this player empowerment era is coming to an end. It's coming to an end. It's not even feasible no more. It's not even feasible no more. But I just want to throw that out there. Until next time, this is JB for BTB Behind the Bench.